A breakfast croissant?
What was that?
I got on the ESPN. I keep ESPN up, and they were playing some highlight video.
Hi, Trevor. Hey.
$7.59. Let me text Irvin. There he is. He's trying to get in there. He trying to come in. Don't come in half-ass now. I'll tell you that right now. Don't come in here half-ass. You know how you be like, oh, my screen malfunction. Don't
it took me so long to get up in here.
Yeah, don't be coming in with that bullshit.
Not today. Not today.
I know you all smiles today because your Commanders finally got a win.
Hey, finish it. Winning streak.
Yeah. Yeah. It better be one hell of one. What's the record?
Hey, we don't got Andrew Luck this week. We got that fourth string quarterback coming in this week.
Yeah, I know. Heineke the magician.
I'm talking about for the Colts.
Oh man, that's sad. We're gonna talk about that too. That's all y'all's boy. I've been talking bad about that joker for years.
My boy. Apparently, he
Yeah.
was an upgrade from Wentz.
You in there? You in
He
there?
left after the season. Oh man, grab the basketball.
Yeah, that cracked me up. That Harlem Night thing.
Yeah. Oh man.
I figure if I talk enough shit, Kara will come in here.
I said last week when we beat them, she wouldn't show up. I'll go ahead and get everything rolling. We'll go ahead and get started because I know we got a long show. So.
Yeah, come on. Let's get it.
Say the clock. Oh, you already know what it is, man. Ooh and J, they coming through. Straight no chaser. Straight from the hip.
Straight from the hip, don't need no script, just need a microphone. My man Coach Boo gon' take you to the entertainment zone. They got the stats, the this and that to keep this show on point. And when we done, we have some fun and rock this funky joint. So if you will, sit back and chill, give us a chance to show ya. If one of y'all would like to call, we'll talk just like we know ya. We take control, then start the roll, and then there ain't no stopping. It's time to dip straight from the hip. Hey yo, let's get it poppin'.
Hey, welcome to Straight from the Hip. I'm your host, Coach Gerald Boo Mitchell, coming to you live from the Imperial Palace on Black Mania. Here with us tonight, we have Mr. Travis Butler coming to you from parts unknown. Travis, look like you trimmed your beard up a little bit or something.
No, if anything, I've actually let it grow a little more.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's still ugly, but it ain't quite as ugly as it normally is.
Thanks,
You know
Coach.
what I'm saying?
Thanks.
You feel me, Earl?
I'm not touching that one.
Thank you.
And the man from the Chocolate City, Mr. Earl. What's going on, man? How's the basketball season so far?
Look, we're going through conditioning and weight training right now. 3 more weeks, we at it.
Okay. What about the NBA? How's your NBA stuff working out so far? I know the Lakers are a hot team right now.
Lakers are beautiful right now. The Lakers, the Nets. Who else was I looking at? Man, it's beautiful right now. But
you know, with the Lakers, it couldn't happen to a nicer team for me. You know, that's my Atlanta Falcons. That's my Atlanta Falcons of the NBA.
But they've been slowly killing themselves year after year since 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Slowly.
I'm telling you right now, I see a fist fight coming on between Westbrook and the head coach.
I don't think it's going to be the head coach.
It might be LeBron. I don't think it'll be LeBron. It'll be somebody else. It won't be LeBron. It'll be Westbrook and somebody, because they got a bunch of loudmouths on the team, and they got Pat Beverly too. Come on now. Come on now. You know that's just a damn dumpster fire just waiting to ignite right there.
So there's 4 teams that are still winless in the NBA right now.
And the Lakers are one of them.
The Lakers are one of them. Irv, can you get the other 3?
The other 3, Sacramento.
Yep.
I don't think the Pacers won a game.
They have.
Ooh, the Nets are the other.
No, they've won a game.
They won one.
Okay. I got 2 more.
Yeah, you got 2 more. You said
I know Sacramento was one. That was easy.
Sacramento and the Lakers. Yep. You got
Sacramento,
one West and one East.
Oh my goodness. The
Philadelphia.
Pistons haven't won a game yet.
Philly.
Who?
Detroit.
Detroit has won a game.
Philly.
Oh, Philly.
Philly has won a game.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought
Yeah.
Philly had one.
Orlando. Orlando's 0-4.
Yes, Orlando. Yep.
And then Oklahoma City.
Yes. There you go. Good job.
Wow. Anyway, we'll have to start talking basketball here in a little while because, y'all got about another 12 weeks, another 3 months of football. I mean, the season has really just started, actually.
And it's still ugly.
It's ugly. It's real ugly. Before we get into talking about specific games, Travis and I were talking, for those of you who caught the first part of the show, and when we were in the boom boom room, before the show starts. Yeah, I mean, the biggest problem with the NFL right now, they ain't got no quarterbacks. There are no good quarterbacks. I mean, listen to these trash teams. They got trash quarterbacks. The Saints, the Browns, Irv, as much as I hate to say it to you, the Ravens.
Whoa. Baltimore?
Yeah, man, he's
he hates. He hates on Baltimore, and he hates on Lamar Jackson.
He's been terrible
because he's playing like a top 6 quarterback right now, even though they're losing.
Yeah, but exactly, and I'm listening to all the trash quarterbacks I'm talking about.
Okay,
the Panthers,
obviously.
The Falcons, the Lions, the Giants, and the Jaguars, the Commanders, the Colts, the Titans, the Texans, the Jets, and the Broncos, the Seahawks, the Steelers and the Dolphins, the Bears and the Patriots. And then of the 4 teams that didn't play, the only one that I'll give you a pass, Travis, on Philly, because I know Jalen Hurts is playing well right now, but I mean he's still kind of unproven. But the Vikings, Kirk Cousins is terrible. And everybody knows that. I mean, everybody knows you ain't win no damn Super Bowl, no Kirk Cousins. Oh, and the 49ers, because I can't stand Jimmy G. Jimmy G's terrible. I ain't celebrating no victories at all with Jimmy G at all. Do you see how people catch touchdowns? You got jokers making one finger catches out there. I mean, that's the only way you're going. Half his passes that he throws are miraculous catches. Miraculous. And for people to put some weight on that and be like, yeah, Jimmy G's got X amount of completion, man, them receivers be working their asses off to catch most of Jimmy G's balls.
But you just described more than half of the NFL.
More than half. So that's why when you sit up here and say that Lamar Jackson is the top 6, shit. I mean, top 6 of what? I mean, that's what I'm saying. The league is terrible. I mean, refute one. I just said. I'm telling you, all them they're terrible. And you know how integral how the quarterback's got to be the guy. The quarterback's got to be the guy in the NFL. If you don't have a quarterback, I told Travis earlier. Look at all these teams this week that scored less than 21 points. That's just 3 touchdowns. The Browns scored 20. The Buccaneers scored 3. The Lions scored 6. Jaguars 17. Texans 20. Jets 16. Broncos 9. I mean, dude, this is Steelers 10. Dolphins 16. I mean, if there are 2 teams that scored 16 points and won a damn game. The Jets 16-9 over the Broncos, and the damn Dolphins 16-10 over the Steelers. How you score 16 points in the NFL and win a damn game?
Good defense.
Mean, it's ridiculous.
Good defense.
Shit. Badass offense from both teams. I mean, from both teams.
Hey, call it what you want.
So anyway, dude, it's terrible. But let's go ahead and get started. We'll talk about the Thursday night game. They finally at least got one right with the Thursday night game. They got the Saints and the Cardinals. They got that right. The final score, Saints 34, Cardinals 42. My question is, let me go to my sheet here. Are the Saints still the team to beat in the hapless NFC South with the struggling Tampa Bay? Are the Saints going to win that division, Travis?
I'm going to say no.
Well, who is? Because all the teams in that division are boo-boo.
I agree. All the teams in that division are boo-boo. I have a hard time still, just because the other teams are so bad, not picking Tampa Bay, but they look terrible right now.
Dude, if you saw the breakdown I saw the other day, Tampa Bay, he said the defense is totally undisciplined. Now, the problem that I have with that is the defensive coordinator is also the head coach, or at least he was the defensive coordinator last year. Why in the hell are they so undisciplined if the head coach is now the damn defensive coordinator from last year? And they got pretty much the same team from last year.
Complacency.
But when I saw them breaking that thing down, dude, they got people just running crazy on that defense.
I know.
Like the way you are supposed to, everybody knows that this is the way you stop, certain plays, but guys aren't running their gaps and they're not fulfilling their assignments. So I don't know if, like Stephen A says, all them guys got the weed going on down there.
Yeah.
And they just out there high as a kite when they're playing. But, dude, it's crazy how they're blowing assignments. I mean, I'm talking about some basic stuff where they're not filling their gaps like they're supposed to. And it's crazy how when you don't do that, how much yardage you give up. Awful.
I think, to answer your question, I think I would go Tampa Bay. I think I would actually put Atlanta above the Saints as well right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you done lost your damn mind. Irv, go ahead. What's your answer?
At this point, all the teams in the South suck.
Agreed.
But like, if you had to choose, I don't understand why you won't choose Tampa, just because most of the guys that is producing for Tampa is hurt right now.
But a big problem with Tampa is that they are. I mean, their quarterback is totally ineffective right now. I don't know what's going on with Brady, but he jacked up. Irv, you stuck. Okay, you took him off. Yeah, because he's still jacked up.
I know.
But we gotta. I mean, you can't deny that Brady's not Brady right now, and so it's going to be tough to make anything happen because, like I said, if you don't have a quarterback in the NFL, you're dead. You're dead in the water. I mean, 3 points. They mustered 3 points. Mustered up three points the other night. That's terrible. Browns and Ravens.
Hey, we're back.
This is one of Irv's teams. I'm glad he's back for this. Browns 20, Ravens 23. Has or is Lamar Jackson hurt or hurting his chances for getting the big bag from the Ravens with his play thus far?
I don't think you could blame the defensive woes for Baltimore on Lamar on this one. He's basically leaving and creating an easy chance to win for this team, but the defense just sucks right now.
Yeah, but he's creating a lot of turnovers. I mean, he creating a lot of. I think he had 3 turnovers last game. He threw 2 interceptions and a fumble, I believe.
Yeah, we got you, Irv.
Yeah, he threw two interceptions and fumble last game, I believe. And I mean,
okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
Not in the game.
Not in the Cleveland game, no. In the other game.
No, the last game before this one.
I would say not in the Cleveland game.
Right.
The stats. Yeah.
But I mean, they scored 23
it's because they're forcing them to do
game.
something that everyone in the league knows is not going to win them games.
Yeah, but they only scored 23 points this game. Scoring 23 points. I mean, that you ain't actually blowing the doors off now. Travis, what you think?
No.
In terms of is Lamar Jackson helping or hurting himself? I don't think he's hurting himself yet, only because they're still in first place. They have a winning record. People have seen what he can do. I'll say if they don't make the playoffs this year, then his play will have hurt himself. But if they can make it into the playoffs, then I don't think he's hurting himself. I think I honestly, Coach, I think it's too early to answer that question. We're only 7 games in. Because he's had games earlier in the season where we all saw it and we talked about it. Is he the best? Is he the best quarterback in the league? And look at all the stuff he's doing, right? And then he's had terrible games like 2 weeks ago.
Y'all must have that conversation when I wasn't here about him being the best in the league, because I know good and damn well I wouldn't even participate in a conversation like that.
I heard the conversation is what I'm saying.
When y'all start doing that, I'm doing la 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 la. That's what I do when y'all talking about a conversation about Lamar Jackson being the best in the league. Shit, I ain't gonna waste my breath on that right there. I can tell you that right there. I'm gonna live about 20 more minutes than I plan on living, just because I'm not gonna waste no breath on having that conversation with y'all about no damn Lamar Jackson. I mean, being the best quarterback in the league. Shit. Anyway, moving right along. Buccaneers 3, Panthers 21. And I mean, wasn't this game on like the middle of the day, like a 4 o'clock game? I think it was like a 4 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
It was 1
That's
o'clock.
how you start 1 o'clock game. Is it time to write off the Bucs and send Brady off into retirement with the big L? Is it time? We always thought he was going to end up with another Super Bowl and ride off into the sunset. Is it time for us to just abandon those dreams and all that about the GOAT and just be like, have to remember, just like Michael Jordan in a Wizard uniform, have to remember Brady in a Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniform with a 6-11 record. I mean, is that what's going to be your talk to me?
It's going to be very interesting because it was a couple passes that were easy touchdowns that was dropped in this game. Mm-hmm. I think it seems like they want to force him out by making it look like he's just. I don't even know how to describe it. When I first saw that Mike Evans dropped touchdown, I knew something was up. Something was not right.
So, Irv, are you saying there's a conspiracy going on against Tom Brady?
I think slowly they're trying to ease him out.
Wow.
Slowly.
Wow. Listen, that is breaking news right there. Y'all be sure you take that. Be sure to write that down. Now, before you write it down, be sure you know who it came from. It did not come from me. Don't credit that to this show. This came from the man who last year said that Washington and Baltimore were going to make it to the Super Bowl.
Hey, Coach, real quick. Irv, I think we had a little technical difficulty, so say that again.
Slowly. They're trying to get Tom Brady out of here.
Wow.
Slowly.
Wow. Now, is this Daniel Snyder doing this?
It's another thing to get Daniel Snyder off that book. I'll tell you one thing. This is the first week they ain't said nothing about Daniel Snyder now.
Is this the commissioner? The commissioner causing this to happen?
Well, I don't know.
To divert attention from all the evidence that Daniel Snyder has on him that he's been having the commissioner follow.
Hey, maybe Mike Evans is in on this. He did sign that piece of paper for the ref, so
that was crazy.
That's true. That's true.
The signs are there.
And I love how the NFL has already been like, oh, nothing happened over there. Like, come on.
I think I got it. Roger Goodell sent the payoff money to Evans through the referees. And so they needed to get Mike Evans to endorse the check. That's what he was signing.
I mean, and when you look at it, we could possibly say right now.
So they could cash it and meet him later to give him his money.
Mike. Hey, hold on, this piece of paper right.
Yeah, that's the autograph. That's the autograph he was doing so he can get his damn money because he dropped that ball.
It's 25 G's right there, right? 25 G's, right?
Wow, Irv. Listen, you got the sauce. I like that, Irv. I like that. It ain't even the tea; it's the sauce. You got the sauce, Irv. I like that. We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
It's just
right
weird,
on. Huh?
It's just weird.
I would have never thought he was gonna be this bad.
Who, Brady?
Yeah.
Dude, Brady, I don't think Brady's as bad as everybody making him out to be. I mean, a lot of it's because he's getting sacks. They said the formula to stop Brady is pressure, is to put pressure on him. We knew his offensive line had been decimated with injuries from the beginning of the year. I was shocked they were doing as well as they did in the beginning. So, anyway, moving right along. Falcons 17, Bengals 35. Have the wonderful and loyal Atlanta Falcon fans began the wait till next year chant yet? Are y'all saying that now? All you Atlanta fans? Where Mr. and Miss Peavy? I need Mr. and Miss Peavy on here. That's what I need. I need an Atlanta fan. Anybody out there, Atlanta fan? Come on, Travis. I know the Bengals are your team. I know that. Irv?
As bad as the South is, not quite yet.
Irv, many times you been to Magic City, you ain't an Atlanta fan.
Hey, and them lemon pepper honey barbecue wings is amazing. But not quite yet.
Wow. Travis, I know you sneak down there from time to time to get you some of them Lewis Williams wings.
Nope.
Travis, I'm telling you right now, if you ever want to go to Magic City, I will pay for your full night in Magic City.
I'm sure you will, Coach.
Whatever you want. Irv, whatever he wants, I buy it if he go to Magic City.
I'm sure you will.
Lemon pepper honey barbecue wings.
No, here's the real question. The real question is not about the Falcons in this game. It's against my Bengals.
What about
Joe Burrow, 34 of 42, 481 yards passing.
Yeah.
3 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
The only quarterback in the history of the NFL to have multiple 400-yard games and 3 touchdown passes. He's got over 5 of them.
Right.
First quarterback in the history of the NFL to do that.
Okay, but you know what? You did it against the Falcons. So don't nobody get you. You may as well have gone out and done it against a 12-year-old football team. I mean, it ain't much. He probably could have done the same thing against some 8th grade football team that I know that would have played better than the Falcons played.
How come every time we win, it's always the other team's fault?
Not to mention, Travis, you at home. I mean, you're playing the worst team in the league at home, and you so proud of your performance? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Wow. If Jimmy G,
one wide receiver 155 yards and another one 130 yards receiving.
I'm just gonna say this: if Jimmy G had that same stat line, I'd have been like, I don't give a damn. He still sucks. That's what I would have been doing. I mean, it's the Falcons. I mean, they got Marcus Mariota. I mean, who is that?
I'm not talking about our defense. I was talking about the offense of Joe Burrow.
I'm talking about the team.
I understand.
I mean, who is that? Who is their stopper on defense? Who's their best corner?
Falcons?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. Joe Dombrowski. I mean, from East West Texas State. I mean, who? I mean, you can't name anybody on that damn team on defense. I mean, you gotta be kidding me, Travis.
Grady Jarrett.
Oh yeah, there you go, Grady Jarrett. And then who? Exactly. Yeah. Man, get out of here with that.
Travis, why do you even feed into this?
AJ Terrell, there you go.
Travis, why do you even feed into this, man?
Travis's wife yelling that to her from the other room from her fantasy football team. No,
I just like
Travis.
to point out that the Bengals did win again. So
Yeah, I know.
and
you
are still the reigning defending AFC champions.
Of course they are. Until they'll be that until next Super Bowl, even though they might not make the playoff. Lions 6, Cowboys 24. Will the Lions fire this dumbass head coach before the season ends? Irv.
Listen, the curse of Jim Caldwell continues. You fire a coach with a good record.
Wow.
This is what you get.
Irv, you ain't even seen Emmett Till yet, and you coming out like that. Wow.
I ain't got to.
Go ahead.
Wakanda Forever comes out in a couple weeks.
Now it comes out this Thursday. I'm going to see it Thursday night. Matter of fact, it's already been shown in some theaters in downtown Atlanta. I'm not driving all the way down there for it, but it opens up here Thursday night.
But it's just insane. Like, you fire a guy that the team likes, they're winning, and you haven't won since you got rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you really have to do some deep thinking to find your next coach. Otherwise, it's just going to keep getting this bad. It's just gonna keep getting bad.
And looking at their schedule,
good luck.
They may not win another game all year.
Exactly.
There's one game that I can say they got a shot. 2.
Jacksonville.
2.
If they play Atlanta, they definitely got a shot.
It's not Atlanta. They play Chicago and they play Carolina. I could see them getting one of those 2 games.
I can't.
That's it.
They need Swift for that one. Swift is still out.
Yeah, I can't see them getting either one of them games. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe
the Panthers game is Christmas Eve, so that's super late in the season. So Swift should be back, and the Bears game is in a month. So
they'll slip up and beat somebody. It'll be somebody. I mean, it might be somebody like Arizona.
They don't play Arizona.
You know, I know, but I'm just saying it'll be somebody like that.
It's gonna be Green Bay.
It could be Green Bay if they play Green Bay.
They play Green Bay in 2 weeks.
Anybody can beat Green Bay right now. Green Bay is bad. We'll talk about them in a minute, but Green Bay is bad right now. And I mean, you know, everybody got something to blame it on. You know, Matt LaFleur, oh, we got all these new receivers, Aaron Rodgers, oh, we lost Devontae, and, you know, I mean, everybody got something to blame it on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But at the end of the day, they're just a bad football team. Move right along. Giants, 23. Jaguars, 17. Does this win against nobody help to make you a believer in the Giants, Travis? I mean, nobody. That's who they play.
Again, I've been saying it for 6 weeks. I think the Giants are making the playoffs. I've already believed in them. So they're 6-1. They're not proving anything to me. I know that. I've said it literally since week 1. I think they're a good team. So I'm the only one on the show that has backed them all season. And they're 6-1. So I know the schedule is not the greatest, but they're playing who they're playing, and they're 6-1. So I'll let you guys answer that.
So if they were 6-1 and they played Atlanta 6 times and beat them, they played Atlanta 7 times. They were 6-1.
Coach, you don't play the same team 7 times.
Well, wait a minute. But you just said it. All that matters is they beat who they put in front of them. Because, I mean, the bottom line is a lot of their wins have come from scrub-ass teams, including the one they had this week.
Hold on. They've beaten at Tennessee. They are not a scrub-ass team.
Tennessee?
They are not a scrub team, Coach.
Oh, how they contender?
They're probably going to win their division.
Okay. Who's in their division?
Who's in their division?
The Colts, trash.
The Colts, Jacksonville, and Houston.
Jags, trash.
But they're still going to win the division.
Travis, you are funny. You are the funniest man on this show.
They beat the Ravens. They beat the Ravens.
Okay, and
they beat Green Bay.
What are the Ravens? 3-4 or 4-3?
4-3.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're 500 basically. I mean, a mediocre team.
The whole league is mediocre.
Thank you.
So that's not. How do we know who's bad and who's not?
You got about maybe 4 elite teams in the league this year.
Then how can you say the Giants suck?
You got Buffalo. We talked about this, Travis. Philly. You got who is the other one out there?
We could argue 4 ain't there.
Buffalo, Philly, the Chiefs,
Kansas City.
Are they? Are the Chiefs the way they've been playing?
Yeah, you know they leader. I don't know why you playing. And then who's the last one, Travis?
The Bengals.
No, I ain't the Bengals. What's the Bengals?
Just like us arguing who's on the Falcons defense. Exactly.
It ain't no Bengals.
Hey, Dallas and the Giants have 6 wins right now.
I don't like either one of them. I can tell you that right now. But Philly gonna win that. Philly gonna win that division anyway.
Who you gonna say? Minnesota?
No. Me and Travis had that argument before you got on here.
Yeah.
I told Travis I'd slap him in his mouth. He talking about some damn Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback.
Look, the Chiefs are so iffy. Like I said, we could argue back and forth. Yes, they are too good to be doing what they're doing right now.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
They're not beating up. They just beating up on bad teams. That don't mean they're good.
Okay, well, just remember, Travis, keep that same energy now. Keep that chest poked out. When it comes playoff time, they don't make it.
Okay.
I want you to have that same chest poked out.
And I want the same energy when they do make the playoffs.
Okay. Keep that energy.
Got it.
Packers 21. The Fighting Irvins 23.
Hey!
The question is, can that bad man kick it in gear and save the cheese in 2022? Can Aaron Rodgers save the cheese, Irv?
I want to go first on this one.
Go ahead, Travis. Go ahead. Let Travis go first.
I'm not going to spend much time, but how come every time one of our teams gets a win, it's always the other team that's stuck, and it's always the question on the other team?
What do you mean?
Why isn't it, hey, what about Washington? Why is it always, the Green Bay Packers lost the game?
It's the question of interest. I mean, everybody knows what you're going to say, Travis. You're going to say, Joe Burrow, the greatest, he's the GOAT. He's only been in the league for 2 years, but you can tell already he's going to be the GOAT because, I mean, he got butterflies coming out his behind. I saw him when he went to the bathroom. That's what you do. That's all you talk about. That's why we had to. Everybody already know what you're gonna say. We talking about what is that? Oh, you got Joe Burrow on your picture on your phone.
Quarterbacks with multiple games with 500 yards passing and 4 total touchdowns in the history of the NFL.
Wow, exactly.
One quarterback.
Wow, and look who they played to do it. I mean that's what needs to be put up. Look
anyway,
who they played to do it.
Back to Washington beating Green Bay, not Green Bay losing to Washington.
Okay, go ahead. What happened? What happened, Irv? What you want to talk about? What you want to talk about Washington beating Green Bay?
I'm just happy somebody decided to pass Terry McLaurin to football.
I'm not, because he kicked my butt in fantasy this week, but that's another story.
Like, literally, like, every game he's had 2 or 3 catches up until this point, and they finally decided to throw him the football today. And that defense, man, like, okay, Green Bay scored 21 points, but it was not the easiest 21 points, and technically it was only 14 on offense.
Yep.
And they made Aaron Rodgers work. And if you go back,
for Green Bay to score 21 points is a feat for them. I don't recall them scoring 21 points so far this year. They've been terrible on offense.
They scored 21 multiple times.
Okay.
But
I mean, the offense is terrible.
They had 38 yards rushing total.
I'm going to say it again. Their offense is terrible.
But it's very interesting that Washington has one of those defenses that will allow nothing for 3 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
And it literally happened yesterday.
Y'all enjoy that. Y'all enjoy that victory. I mean, I know they seldom come. So y'all enjoy that victory from them. I just that's to me with wins like that. Like I'm a San Francisco fan, y'all know that. When we get wins like that, I'm like, man, let's move on. I don't even talk about it. I mean, if you can't beat them, who you gonna beat? I mean, if you can't beat somebody like that, who you gonna beat? That's the way I look at it. And right now, they're terrible. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, 'cause I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan, they're terrible. Titans 19, Colts 10. I mean, dude, and these got to be two of the worst teams out there. We talked about this, Travis. Has Matty Ice seen his last days as a starter in the NFL?
I think so. He's got a grade 2 shoulder sprain. They're saying he's done for the season. I don't know why you would go back to him if you're the Colts. So I think he's done. I don't see another team trying to pick him up. So, and let's face it, he doesn't need to be playing. It's not like he's really playing for his legacy or anything like that. I listened to radio today, and they were talking about him down here in Atlanta, and talking about maybe he just retires after this season, and he's got a foundation here in Atlanta with his wife and his children, and maybe he just comes back to Atlanta and retires and kind of rides off in the sunset. And I wouldn't be shocked if that happens.
Irv?
Colts and Titans.
What happens to Matt Ryan?
Listen, we've been saying Matt Ryan is done for the longest.
That would be me. Is Irv stuck? Are you jammed up, Irv?
No, you're good.
Irvin, either he can't hear us, we can't hear him, Travis. Well, let me go ahead and say this. Can you hear me, Irv? We having technical difficulties with Irv, so I'm going to go ahead and talk. My hope for Matt Ryan would be that he would get
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
We can now.
Yep.
Can you hear Irv? We can't hear him, Travis. My hope for Matt Ryan would be that he would get a front office job somewhere, even if not with the Falcons. I think that he could be beneficial. He's been in the game forever, been in there a long time. Got a lot of, got a lot of good. What am I looking for here? He's got a good reputation. That's what I'm looking for. Very good reputation and whatnot amongst people in the league. I would hope he'd maybe go somewhere and be a scout, maybe be a GM. Take some kind of position up in the hierarchy of a team where maybe he'd one day be, a GM or be have some prominent position, vice president, something like that in the league somewhere. I think that's that. God knows I don't want him to go be a commentator somewhere. I would hope that wouldn't happen, but and I don't think that he would probably do well at that, to be honest with you. So, like I said, I would hope he gets some kind of job like that. I think he's good for the game. I think he's good for football. I've been calling for his ouster for several years now. And I just think it's just time for him to retire, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think he'll do well in retirement. Quite honestly, Travis, what do you think?
So we got a comment. I'll read on here. Make him the 49ers backup once Jimmy G goes. He's run Shanny's offense already, and he's better than any other quarterback they could get.
That must be Richard Hood.
No, that's Jason.
Oh, that's Jason? No, Jason. Hell no. Hell no. Not just no. Hell no.
Perfect spot to back up the 49ers and develop Trey Lance.
This damn Jason wanted to I already got damn two of the. One quarterback did his bullshit. Another one is a suspect. Now you're gonna put this man. You got to be crazy. Hell, not just no, but hell no.
Well, he said Jimmy G leaves. You get rid of Jimmy G, you bring in Trey Lance as a starter, and Matt Ryan as his backup. That's what he says.
I don't want that either. I don't want Matt Ryan there, period. I don't want that Falcon funk up in my clubhouse.
Retire.
I don't want it. Don't bring that Falcon funk up in here.
Oh, hey, look, we got stuff.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear all them stories about Magic City and everything.
Matt Ryan, retire.
Tom said he don't want to hear that shit, Travis.
Yeah, I was talking that smack about the Falcons. I know.
Get that backup money. I hear you, Jason. No, I ain't trying to have him around there, Jay. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna have him around there.
Retire.
Matt Kalut said, Irvin, you smoking that Cowboys? What's that? Pack? Are you smoking that Cowboy pack right now?
I'll touch nothing Cowboy anything.
You know I don't rock with him.
That's how you know it's wrong.
All right. Texans 20. Raiders 38. Is Josh Jones trade bait for a contender needing a running back to make a serious run at the Super Bowl title?
I'll answer it first. Josh Jones is not, and Josh Jacobs is not trade bait.
Oh, I'm saying, all right. Josh Jacobs. That's what I meant to put.
No, I don't think he's trade bait. I think they're actually going to try and re-sign him. They want to run the offense through him as best as possible. I don't put much stock. He's had a good year this year.
Yeah,
but he played a really bad defense this week. The Houston Texans are the worst run defense in the NFL. I think Josh Jacobs has had a really good year this year, better than what I thought. But in terms of this game specifically, I think this was matchup that he just played the worst run defense in the league and just, executed well with it.
Aren't the Titans in the same division that the Texans are in?
Yes.
That's the one you were saying just 3 minutes ago that the Titans were going to win their division. And I said, ain't nobody in that division.
I know. I still think the Titans are going to win the division, though. That's all my statement was. I'm not saying the Texans are good.
Lord have mercy, Travis. You are special. You are special.
The Raiders believe they still got something to build, but the way they treated Josh Jacobs before the season started was a slap in the face.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I think that if somebody would throw them some cash and throw them some picks, they might let him go. Because like you said, they treat him like they had his ass on the trash pile.
But before this season, Josh Jacobs hasn't done anything in the NFL.
Sure he has.
I thought he did good for the Raiders the last couple of years.
Sure he has, yeah.
I mean, when I saw them earlier this year, that joker was a grown-ass man running that football. I'm talking about he was damn running like he was out there high or something. That joker was damn running like a man on a mission.
Come on,
I'm telling you, Travis, go ahead and find the stats. Travis trying to find the stats right now.
It was just 1 year. I think he tore his ACL, but other than that, he's been pretty steady.
Let's see. Last year he had 872 yards and 9 touchdowns.
But I think he only played like 10 games or something like that. He was hurt.
He played 15 games.
Or they were splitting with King and Drake.
2020 he had 1,065 yards and 12 touchdowns. That's been his best year. He played 15 games.
Okay.
And 19 he had 1,150 yards and 7 touchdowns. He averages 4.4 yards a carry, but that includes this year to 5.7 yards a pop. If you take that out, he averages about 4 yards a carry.
Okay.
That's first down.
4 yards a carry is legit.
That's first down.
How much you need to be a good running back? How much you need to average? Travis?
Well, if you get 3.3 yards a carry, then you get a first down.
No, you don't. No, you don't. 3.3 yards a carry.
It's no such thing.
After third down, it's 9.9.
3.4, whatever. 3.4. Shut up, coach. Math wasn't my strong suit.
Oh my God, Travis, you making
You walk right to that one.
I know. Right when I said it, I realized.
You walk right to that one.
I know.
Anyway. All right, moving right along. Next game. Jets 16, Broncos 9. Just shoot me in my mouth. I mean, good God Almighty. Who all watched this? Herb, did you see this game? Isn't it sad watching Russell Wilson these days? Is it not just sad? I mean, he looks like he reminds me of the way that I think that what's little Chucky for the Cardinals? He looks like little Chucky's gonna look when he gets older. That's what he looks like. What's the little quarterback's name for the Cardinals, Travis?
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. That's what Russell looks like to me right now. He looks like Kyler Murray gonna look when he gets to be older and he slows down and can't run anymore and arm shot out. And I mean, it's sad. I really, really hate to see Russell. It's kind of like when Emmitt Smith went to the Cardinals. Remember that when he left Dallas? And you're like, damn, yeah. What happened to you? I mean, it's just one of the things that you wish he just left well enough.
That bad?
Russell looks bad right now. Am I right, Travis?
Yeah, Russell looks terrible.
He looks bad. I mean, the other day I saw him on TV talking about, well, this was a bad game, and I know that I'm a good player, and I know that I'm a winner, and I'm going to come out next game, and I'm like, dude, I hope you were convincing yourself, because you ain't convincing nobody watching this broadcast.
Now, granted, Russell Wilson didn't play in this game, but I know we're talking in general of Russell Wilson in the year.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, guys, I mean, they're a dumpster fire. And that little coach they got is going to help. I mean, I just hate to see him a shell of what he used to be. That's all I'm saying.
So here's actually my question on this game. Breece Hall tears his ACL in the second quarter. He's done for the season.
Done for the season. Rookie.
He was probably, if not one, maybe two in Rookie of the Year standings up to this season. He'd had a very good season this year.
He's going to be a 1,000-yard rusher.
He was going to be a 1,000-yard rusher, absolutely.
Yep.
How much does that hurt the Jets? I know they got Michael Carter. They just traded for James Robinson. What type of decline are the Jets going to see, if any, now that Breece Hall's not there, but they got James Robinson?
Well, I mean, it's going to take James Robinson some time. That whole thing with a new running back and stuff, a lot of times it has to do with the scheme that they're running. It has to do with timing. Breece Hall and those guys kind of developed the little timing where you got to hit the hole at just the right time in the NFL. And it takes a while when you got a new offensive line that you got to learn how to do that with. So I don't care who you are and you go into a new situation like that. That's why they don't have McCaffrey. They played him sparingly the other day, but they didn't put him out there doing all the stuff that he needs to be doing because there's only so much you can do when you're acquired like that. It's going to take a few weeks for you to get everything down and be able to function properly. So I don't give a damn who it is that they picked up. It's still going to take a couple weeks to get everything right. And I mean, he still might not be the guy and able to do it like Breece Hall did it when he was there. So I mean, it's just kind of rolling the dice, and who knows how long it's going to be before that happens. What do you think, Earl?
I agree. It's hard for running backs to get a feel for how the line blocks for them. And even though it's a lot of instinct when you be a running back, and that's mostly where the best transition is when you play running back, it could be an up and down type of situation. For all we know, this might be the worst situation for him going in the middle of the season.
True.
All right, let's move right along. We got Chiefs 44, 49ers 23. You want me to read my question, Travis?
Go for it.
Is anyone surprised at the play of Jimmy Garoppolo after I've been telling you, Duck Pluckers, for almost 3 years now, how he sucks and is the worst bleeping quarterback in the whole damn league with his bitch ass? That's my question. Anybody surprised? Do y'all see the way he throws the ball?
Yeah.
All of his touchdown passes are caught with one hand from the receiver or with like it bounces off somebody's toe into somebody's. I mean, it's just even his good plays are bad plays. I mean, they just flat out lucky. And then that damn interception he threw down on the damn goal line down there was ridiculous. I mean, it was the worst interception. You can't throw a worse ball than what he threw down there. I mean, it's terrible. And I mean, I don't know why, and I'm glad Jason on here, Jason, because I don't know why anybody's still believing in that. We cannot be a productive team with Jimmy G there. I don't know why they ran off Trey Lance and alienated him, and now y'all talking about bringing in Matt Ryan and all. That's foolish. Foolish. And I get disgusted with this franchise because of stuff like that. I mean, they're bringing in Matt Ryan. You know what? They probably should bring in Matt Ryan. When they do, that'll be my exit right there, Travis. That'll be the straw that breaks the camel's back if they bring in Matt Ryan. And I'm telling you now, saying it right here, live on this show, bring in Matt Ryan out. Outie. OWT out if they bring in Matt Ryan. I'm telling you that right now. OWT, Travis. I said it right. I ain't out, Travis. I'm out. I am out if they bring in Matt Ryan. I'm telling you that right now. Mark it on here. I'm shopping for a new team right now. I need to put a new team on layaway. Because if they bring Matt Ryan in, I'm going to slide that other team will slide right in and be my new team. And won't be nobody from the AFC, Travis. You don't have to worry about that. I'm an NFC guy. I'm an NFC guy. I will always be opposite you because I am an NFC guy. So you have to worry about me picking no Bengals or no Cleveland Browns or nobody like that or no Pittsburgh Steelers as my favorite team or no Baltimore Ravens.
It's coming.
Damn sure won't be picking no Washington Commodores or whatever the hell y'all are. Won't have to worry about that.
Lionel Richie.
I know it looked like a bunch of y'all. It looked like a bunch of people out there dancing the other day while y'all were playing.
Yep. Hello. Terrible. Is this the team you're looking for?
Hell no. How about that? Anyway, dude, I don't even want to talk about that damn game. It was so frustrating. Me and Jason both turned it off, but I turned it back to see what was going on, and it was even worse. Seahawks 37, Chargers 23. Anybody ready to get on the Geno Smith train and ride that wave of the Hawks making the playoffs after trading Russell Wilson? Anybody ready to get on the Geno train? Travis, you like Geno Smith?
No.
Why not, Travis?
I don't think he's very good.
Wow. Well, you like Lamar Jackson, but you don't like Geno.
I don't like Lamar Jackson. I've never liked Lamar Jackson.
Yes, you do. Oh, you stop it. See that? See what I'm talking about, Herb? Herb, see how he talks about you? That's your boy, Herb.
Hey.
That's your quarterback.
Top
Come on, give me the T.O.
Top 6.
Give me the T.O., Herb. That's my quarterback.
My quarterback.
We're not going to do this today.
I'll say this about Seattle though. Kenneth Walker is a problem. Mm-hmm. He's really good. They got a young running back in him. So
what are they gonna do with the old?
Release him?
You think so? You don't think Chris Carson still got something in the tank?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Rashad Penny. Yeah, release Chris Carson. He can't stay healthy.
I think Chris Carson still got something in the tank. That might be the one that somebody needs to get. Cause he at least got enough to make it through one more season.
He can't stay healthy.
I know, but I mean, he don't have to stay too healthy to go through half a season, which is really all that's left. Get him through half a season, take it to a Super Bowl. I mean, it'd be worth the buy. I think. Just remember that, Travis. Just remember that.
Okay.
And I see it right here on the show.
He's just not even on the depth chart, so
I know. Okay.
he's injured.
He might be injured, but that's what I'm saying. Come off injury, clear waivers, go somewhere, play for somebody. Dude, after what I saw them do with what's the name? Fournette. I thought Fournette's career was done. And Fournette is reborn down there in Tampa. So I think it's more than possible. All right, real quick. Steelers 10, Dolphins 16. Is Tua the answer in Miami? And will the Steelers ever score more than 30 points in any other game for the rest of this year? I don't think the Steelers can score over 30 points. I mean, with those two quarterbacks they got, I mean, they're bad. They're bad. Anytime your primary game plan is to run the football with a quarterback, I know you ain't got a good offense. I mean, and that's what the Ravens do every we know that every game. Travis, is Tua the answer in Miami?
I'll say this. I think they've done a good job of building the offense around him. So I think if he was on almost any other team, it wouldn't work, but they've made it work because they built the offense around him, and it works. Do I think he's that good of a quarterback? I think he's about an average quarterback, but in that offense, that they make enough plays and they win.
Travis, I think that it would be fair to say an average quarterback is not a good quarterback. I mean, that's the problem with the NFL now. There's a bunch of average quarterbacks in the league. And we're used to having exceptional quarterbacks in the league. Irv.
Listen, as much as we keep beating the drum, it's not going to get better whatsoever.
I agree. You talking about quarterbacks, or you talking about Tua in general?
Both.
Yeah. I don't like him. I mean, I just don't.
And I don't think Pittsburgh is anything special either. Will they score 30 points this year? Maybe once. Maybe Najee Harris gets 2 touchdowns and they get a defensive touchdown, right? But they're not putting up that many points. But maybe
I agree.
But they're not good this year.
I agree. I'm not sure that Pittsburgh can score 30 points. I mean, I'm just not. I mean, I don't see them built that way. I think that Pittsburgh is going to win ugly if they win, the same way that the Baltimore Ravens win, where they're going to be winning games like what was this game, 23-20? They won the other day. That sounds like a Pittsburgh score to me. Some of these 16-9s or 16-10s, I think that's the way that Pittsburgh will win games this year, if and when they win them. And they're in a division where they'll play the Cleveland Browns and stuff like that. I mean, they'll play the Ravens. And they'll have a chance to win those kind of games. But they're not going to beat anybody like the damn Kansas City Chiefs. They're not going to beat anybody like the Buffalo Bills if they were to make it to the playoffs and have to go up against some of those kind of teams. They're not going to beat them. They're not going to be able to score as many points as they score. If it turns into a shootout, which I think it will, they ain't got a damn chance. Period.
Do you guys think Kenny Pickett plays for the rest of the season? You think he's a starter for the rest of the year?
You know what? I probably would make him be, unless I'm planning on drafting another quarterback. Hell yeah, he ought to be. So he can go ahead and take his lumps and bumps this year and then be worth a damn next year.
I agree.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence has improved. I mean, that team is still shit, but he's improved. I mean, because like I said, he's down there taking his lumps and bumps. And I mean, Michael Jordan didn't come into the damn NBA winning games off the rip. I mean, the bottom line is you have to get your butt kicked a few times to learn the league and whatnot, build around him, and then as you do that and make those things happen, you develop a good squad. But it just hadn't happened yet, down there. But I mean, that's the bottom line is that it takes a little while. And that's why I'm never, ever ready to anoint these jokers when they only been in the league less than 5 years. I ain't giving nobody no kind of pass. Until you've been here for at least 5 years, man, I ain't giving you nothing. Not a thing. And the last one, let me see what the last one is. This last one. Yeah, that mess we saw last night. Bears 33, Patriots 14. Here's my question. Here's the question of the night.
All right, here we go.
But Bill Belichick joined Tom Brady in the retirement home following this season. Both of them call it quits at the same time.
Give Brady one more year in New England, and then they both ride through the sunset. But seeing that won't happen,
I ain't giving him one more year in New England.
It's a done deal, man. Belichick, and this is what we say about a lot of coaches in a lot of sports. You are only as good as the talent on your team.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happened that the talent on this team went through one guy. And once that one guy left, we see what type of coach he is.
Mm-hmm.
Is he the greatest coach of all time? Can you say that after Tom Brady left?
Herb be sticking daggers in people. I'm talking about daggers.
I just had an argument with somebody about Doc Rivers in basketball.
I know you trying to assassinate a man's career. Damn.
No, listen.
I mean, he has been commonly called the GOAT of coaching. And in 30 seconds, you just shot all that to hell. I mean, am I right, Travis? I mean, just to hell. You like, Brady leaves, and he ain't worth for a damn. I mean, basically what you just said.
Brady left and had multiple winning seasons.
Okay.
Belichick, what he had one winning season, and it was what 9-7.
See, do you hear all that sarcasm in his voice, Travis? I mean, you're ruthless.
It was consecutive 12-game winning seasons with Brady, and he only had one winning season afterwards.
Travis, watch this right here. You see what I'm doing, Travis? What am I doing right now?
Hey, listen.
What am I doing, Travis?
Looking around.
Making sure Herb ain't behind me.
Don't look for the boogeyman. Don't look for the boogeyman.
I'll make sure Herb ain't behind me. You stick a knife in somebody's back.
Listen, Belichick had a career before Brady. What happened?
Wow.
I worked my case.
Wow. So you saying Belichick wasn't good when he was in Cleveland?
Exactly. How was he in Cleveland? Let's talk about him while he was coaching the Jets. Let's have a talk here.
Oh, that's too funny. Travis, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't see Belichick and Brady leaving this year. I feel like that would be one awkward Hall of Fame ceremony too. As you know, each one of those are first ballot guys, so one of them's going to stay. I think Belichick will stay one more year because I think this is Brady's last. I think Belichick will stay at least one more year. He'll think that he can still coach him up or whatever. So I don't think Belichick's leaving, but they're in trouble. They don't have a quarterback. They're offensively they're shorthanded like they normally are, but they don't have the quarterback to bail them out. So,
Irvin, last word.
I have nothing.
Belichick's up. That's your last 2 words. Belichick's up.
He don't suck.
Wow.
I'm just saying. Let's stop putting a lot of these coaches on the pedestal that they are when we know for sure they are not.
We know for sure.
We know for sure they are not.
Wow. So Brady did all the winning for Belichick.
You see it?
Wow.
Let's be honest.
Does Belichick get any credit for Brady? For making Brady who he is?
For Brady? No. Yeah. For those defenses, yes.
No, but he's the head coach nonetheless. He is the head coach.
Well, who decided to put Brady in?
I mean, the bottom line is that Andy Reid's getting a lot of credit for Patrick Mahomes.
But Andy Reid also got credit for Kevin Kolb, Jeff Garcia, and those guys.
I know. But my point is that Bill Belichick has gotten a lot. Why is it that just like he gets the credit, though, Bill Belichick's gotten credit for Brady in the same sense that you're saying those other guys got credit for what's his name? For Andy Reid. I'm talking about, do you give Bill Belichick credit for what he's done to make Tom Brady Tom Brady?
I wouldn't.
So as long as he's the head coach for Tom Brady, you don't equate that anything that Belichick said or did. He might have read him a damn poem. I don't know what he did, but you saying that he don't get no kind of damn credit for Tom Brady being who he is. They've always talked about Belichick's do your job and all that other stuff. I've heard Tom Brady use that damn quote 1,000 times. You ain't give him that.
Do your job on defense.
Wow.
There you go. That's the last word.
Travis, every night we come on this show, I'm going to do this. Make sure Herb ain't behind me, baby. Good God Almighty. All right, folks, it's 9:07. We about 7 minutes past time. We got to get out of here. Want to thank all y'all for being on here. Tom, Jason, I know Matt. I saw Matt on here. I don't know who else was on here. But we got to get out of here. It's been good. We'll see y'all next week. Oh, Miss Carey wasn't on here tonight. We're going to tear her ass up next week.
Oh,
good
Lord.
night, Miss Francis.
Straight from the hip.
Yeah, we're going to get Miss Carey.